Overnight, a group of people tore down the George Washington statue in northeast Portland.
Christopher Columbus statue in Baltimore has been pulled down.
Historic St. John's Church, it too was targeted.
The statue of Teddy Roosevelt will reportedly be removed.
Unlike the Confederate symbols that have recently come down, this monument was intended to honor the man who emancipated slaves.
To those of us who have never been through it, China's Cultural Revolution is just a social political movement that took place in China from 1966 to 1976. To many of those who have lived through it, it was probably the worst nightmare of their lives.
All ideas contrary to Mao's thinking and the objects that represented them had to be destroyed. Not just Confucianism and Buddhism, but even more so foreign faiths like Christianity. Throughout the country, churches were closed, clergy unfrocked, religious symbols smashed.
Yeah, that's going viral. Yeah.
Mao argued that the Cultural Revolution was necessary in order to rid China of all capitalistic influences and to get rid of what he called the four olds: old culture, old customs, old habits, and old beliefs.
On the surface, it was to remove all capitalistic elements from China and to remove all traditional and cultural elements from Chinese society. But what this movement really was Mao Zedong's selfish attempt to get rid of his rivals in government and to revive his image to the Chinese people after it was soiled due to his campaign called the Great Leap Forward.
The statue of the Virgin Mary was replaced by a portrait of Mao. One form of worship gave way to another.
Chairman Mao, like Joseph Stalin and Adolf Hitler before him, used cult of personality to manipulate people into engaging in acts which ultimately hurt the Chinese people and compromised peace. They also undermined Chinese history and culture, leaving a nation deprived of some of its richest treasures.
Basically, this manifested in old books and art being destroyed, museums ransacked, and streets renamed with new revolutionary names. And adorned with pictures and sayings of Mao Zedong everywhere.
It has to become a better world, and of course it didn't. It became a much worse world.
The physical destruction wrought by the Red Guard was unparalleled even in China's long history. Monasteries all over the country, as far away as distant Tibet, were ransacked and razed to the ground.
Антисемитизмом называется распространение вражды к евреям. В нее время она старалась натравить темных рабочих и крестьян, еврейские погромы. Ненависть измученных нуждой рабочих и крестьян